Hi everybody, my name is Michelle. This is my first video about my journey through weight loss surgery. I have been lurking around the videos and commenting and been getting really inspired by everyone's stories and just sort of been watching all through people's journeys, and it's really given me a lot of hope. Let me first to tell you a little bit about me. I'm going to be 38 in October. I'm 5'6.5", and my current weight, my weight as of today, is 362.2. So we'll count that as my starting weight. The highest I've ever been is 365. So anyway, I am here in Southern California, and I'm going through Kaiser. And today I went through my very first class regarding weight loss and weight management with them. I was a little annoyed when I went to the class because they were saying that they were going to spend most of the time on this other weight management program that I've been through, which is like meal replacements and some food. And that worked okay for me. I lost 20 pounds, and then it all just went to crap, as is my habit with diets. I get to around 20 pounds, and then I stop losing, and then it just goes to shit. So anyway, I was a little annoyed because they said they were, it was supposed to be, they were going to introduce the bariatric program, but they said it was mainly going to be about this other weight management thing. So I thought, oh man, I'm going to sit here for 2 freaking hours, listen to this thing I've already heard, because the other one involved weekly classes, and for 24 weeks, and it was just like, too much. But fortunately, in the first half hour, she went through all the options, including the bariatric surgery option. And then after that half an hour, she said, if you don't want to talk about this other weight management thing, then get lost. And so I was, woohoo, and I got lost. My next step is to speak to a bariatric medicine physician or a bariatrist through their health education department, one-on-one meeting. I'm not really sure what we're going to talk about, but that's the next step, so I'm on it. And I scheduled that appointment right when I left the class, so I am going there next Thursday, so I'll give you an update then. It was kind of weird because while I was sitting in that weight management class before it started, I was texting my bestie, and I can't remember how it came up exactly, but like we were kind of joking about being professional dieters. And then I said, yeah, I've been a professional dieter since I was 11. And it dawned on me, holy crap, I've been dieting since I was 11. That is 27 years of diets, which if it was one diet a year would be pretty staggering. But it's been usually, at least since I was an adult, 2 or 3 diets a year. And I'm one of those people, just like everybody else on here pretty much, that I've tried every diet known to mankind. When I was a kid, I went to fat camp 3 years in a row, or actually 2 years, and I skipped a year, then I went a third year, for 7 weeks at a time. I was always overweight. I was a chubby little girl, and I was chubbier and chubbier as I got older and older. Since I've been an adult, the lowest I have ever weighed was 209. And that was after a summer of doing the old version of Herbalife that had the go-go juice in it. And I was doing this thing where, like, if 2 greens and 1 beige is good, then 10 greens and 5 beiges must be great. And I just, as the weight loss slowed down, I kept taking more and more of them. And I really got a lot done that summer. And I was moving real fast. But and I lost a lot of weight. But I eventually one night my heart went, and I thought, okay, I've got to quit that. And then I gained it all back within a year, and then some. I was 209 in September of 1999, and then by the next December I was 288. So Anyway, but yeah, 27 years of dieting, multiple diets in a year, and I am not one of those people who lost a lot of weight on diets, like yo-yo dieted. Like I said, the most I have ever lost on any diet ever has been 20 pounds, or maybe 21 or 22, but right around that 20. And I don't know if it's a mental block or if it's a physical thing, but it is right around that point that it stalls out, and something in me freaks out, and then it just goes all to heck. So I have never been one of those people that, I lost 100 pounds on OptiFast, or I lost 100 pounds on Weight Watchers or whatever. I have never been able to do that. So, and that's one of the reasons that led me to the gastric bypass, because I need help. Or traditional diets for some reason don't work for me, and I have a therapist, and I'm going to talk to him. Oh God, he's so gorgeous. He is son of God beautiful, that man. Anyway, I'm going to stop ogling him for 5 minutes and talk to him about why I might have this block at 20 pounds. I've had a pretty rough life history, and maybe there's some of that mixed in there. Anyway, therapy is great. Woohoo! So the Kaiser program is, as I understand it now, is you meet with the bariatrist. I dig that. And then you have 12 of what are called options classes, and I believe there is a copay for those, and then a copay for the bariatrist. My copays are pretty low, though, so it'll probably be like $10 a class, and maybe $15 to see the bariatrist. And then you see the bariatrist again, and then you get labs, and an EKG, and something else. Oh, a chest x-ray. And then you meet with the surgeon, and then you get your date. So the waiting part, the obnoxious waiting part, is probably going to be between finishing the classes and getting, and you have to get a psych eval after the classes. So getting the classes, getting the psych eval, and getting those tests are probably going to be because you're ready to get your surgery, and you just have to wait for these people to get appointments, and sometimes, as people with Kaiser know, those appointments can be way out in the distance, especially with the psych doctors. So I'm looking forward to that. As I said, I'm meeting with a bariatrist next week. So my hope is that they're starting a new track of options classes in September, so that I'm right on point to get into that September class. And then, let's hope surgery is maybe 6 months after that. And I'm hoping that that's a long estimate, so that I don't get all disappointed and freaked out. Anyway, so that's my story for right now. I'm sure I'll have much more to think of in the future. And it has been, as I said, it's been really good watching everybody's videos and learning about your journeys and your successes and your good days and your bad days and how you get through it. And it's been really comforting. So, and also your boldness to get out there and show your incisions and to come out, with just a natural face, which, I normally would be all makeup up for this, but I just decided to come as me, so that maybe as the changes come, it'll be very natural. You could really see without the war paint on, what the changes are. So anyway, have a great day. It's hump day. By the time you're watching this, you're over the hump. And have a beautiful week, and everything is lovely and beautiful, and I will talk to you soon. Subscribe, like, and let me know if you have a channel that I'm not already subscribed to, so that we can subscribe together. And anyway, have a great day. Bye-bye.